It was a spring evening in 1956 when Europe's newest experiment flickered to life on television screens. In a post-war continent still healing from division and grief, the European Broadcasting Union, EBU, sought a cultural bridge to unite its member nations. From this vision sprang the first Eurovision Song Contest, held in Lugano, Switzerland, with just 7 countries taking part. Each broadcaster sent a singer to perform a live song before an international jury. By the end of the night, Liz Asha of Switzerland had won with her lullaby-like refrain, and a tradition was born. In those early years, Eurovision was modest, black and white broadcasts, live orchestras, and a handful of contestants. Yet it carried a profound promise that music, a universal language, could foster understanding and camaraderie among nations still wary of one another. As the contest moved from country to country, Italy in 1957, Germany in 1958, France in 1959, the roster of participants grew. The Netherlands, Luxembourg, Belgium, and the United Kingdom all joined by 1957, their entries reflecting national musical styles and languages. It was a showcase not only of song but of cultural identity. The 1960s saw Eurovision evolve into a genuine spectacle. Television technology improved, and with it the contest's reach and production values. Color broadcasts arrived in the late 60s, turning stages into vibrant canvases. Icons began to emerge. France's Jacqueline Boyer crooned Tom Pillaby to victory in 1960, Italy's Giuliola Cinquetti captivated Europe with Non Ho Leta in 1964, and Spain triumphed with Maciel's La, La, La. In 1968, controversial at the time, as original winner Joan Manuel Serrat had wanted to sing in Catalan, touching on suppressed regional identities during Franco's dictatorship. With the golden 60s behind it, Eurovision confronted new challenges. The voting system, initially a simple jury count in each country, was criticized for bias and regional bloc voting. In 1969, 4 countries tied for first place, prompting the European Broadcasting Union to scramble for a tiebreaker that did not yet exist. Italy, Sweden, Spain, and the Netherlands ended up sharing the prize, and lessons were learned about the need for clearer rules. The 1970s brought both glamour and reinvention. ABBA's Waterloo, representing Sweden in 1974, exploded onto the world stage, transforming a Eurovision victory into a platform for global stardom. Their infectious energy and polished pop production redefined what a contest song could be. Meanwhile, British audiences tuned in religiously, drawn by the likes of Cliff Richard, Olivia Newton-John, and Brotherhood of Man, whose Save Your Kisses for Me won in 1976 with its irresistible chorus. As the contest spread across the televised continent, political realities seeped into the song's selection and voting. Yugoslavia, the only socialist country in the lineup, sent entries that showcased its diverse cultural tapestry. Ireland, enduring its troubles in the north, sought unity through catchy ballads. Tunisian-born Belgian entrant Sandra Kim's 1986 win at age 13, later revised down to 14, sparked rules on minimum age, reminding everyone that even a friendly song contest could prompt controversy. By the 1980s, Eurovision had turned into a weekend institution complete with theme music, postcards, short video segments introducing each act, and a fan culture that transcended national boundaries. Contestants experimented with synth-pop, rock, and elaborate stagecraft. Germany's Nicole won in 1982 with Ein bisschen Frieden, a plea for a little peace, resonant amid the Cold War. Celine Dion, singing for Switzerland in 1988, delivered Ne partez pas sans moi, showcasing the contest's power to launch careers, though she would only acknowledge her Eurovision roots after conquering the world. Then came the seismic shift of 1989 to 1993 as the Berlin Wall fell and the Iron Curtain crumbled. New countries in Central and Eastern Europe clamored to join Eurovision, eager to broadcast their music and identity to a wider audience. Poland, Hungary, Lithuania, Estonia, and others made their debuts. By 1998, when Israel, Cyprus, and Latvia all found themselves emitting their flags alongside Russia, Malta, and the still new Bosnia and Herzegovina, Eurovision had become a true pan-European event, and then some. With Morocco making a solitary appearance in 1980 and Australia invited as a guest in 2015 before becoming a semi-permanent participant. Accommodating this glut of hopefuls required format changes. The simple final show gave way to semifinals, ensuring that smaller or newer countries had a fair shot at reaching the grand final. The voting system evolved too. Juries and public televoting were balanced to reduce block voting and reinforce musical merit. By the turn of the millennium, Eurovision had survived and thrived amid the proliferation of satellite channels, reality TV, and the internet. It embraced flashy staging, pyrotechnics, and costumes as spectacular as any rock concert. In 1998, Dana International of Israel made headlines and history by winning in Stockholm, with Diva becoming the first transgender performer to claim victory. Her triumph underscored Eurovision's spirit of diversity and acceptance even as the contest continued to court controversy. Political tensions flared when Russia's entries referenced Chechnya or when Ukraine and Russia cast mutual points, but often the act of voting became a way for diasporas to affirm both their national pride and dual identities. The 21st century saw Eurovision's audience swell into the hundreds of millions, drawn by the spectacle, the drama, and the occasional kitsch. Iceland's Sigurjón Stjáni Brink inspired a heartfelt tribute performance by his friends in 2011 after he passed away, reminding viewers that behind the glitter were real lives and stories. Måns Zelmerlow's 2015 win for Sweden with Heroes, complete with animated staging, showcased how creativity and technology could merge on the Eurovision stage. When Russia invaded Ukraine in 2022, the contest faced its greatest test yet. Organizers disallowed Russia's participation, and Ukraine went on to win with Kalush Orchestra's folk-infused Stefania, a song both joyous and poignant. The final, held in Turin in 2022, became more than a contest, it was a cultural statement of solidarity. Viewers from war-torn regions tuning in felt seen on the world stage, while millions more witnessed Eurovision's long-standing promise that music can transcend politics even as it acknowledges them. Over nearly 7 decades, Eurovision has been more than a song contest. It has chronicled Europe's political shifts, technological advances, and cultural revolutions. The contest has survived Cold War divisions, the rise of satellite television, the advent of social media, and pandemics, pivoting to remote performances in 2020 when the live show was cancelled due to COVID-19. Yet every spring, the stage lights come up and nations present songs in dozens of languages, English, French, Spanish, but also Icelandic, Armenian, and beyond, reflecting both common ground and unique identities. Behind the scenes, hundreds of technicians, choreographers, sound engineers, and directors collaborate to create a seamless broadcast watched in living rooms from Reykjavik to Yerevan. Fans host viewing parties, fill forums with predictions, and even travel across Europe in camper vans to attend multiple semifinals and finals. Websites track rehearsals, fan polls, and betting odds. For artists, a Eurovision appearance can mean record deals, festival bookings, and a place in pop culture history, whether they win or finish last. As the contest looks to future decades, questions abound. How will climate concerns reshape staging and travel? Will virtual and augmented reality transform the viewing experience? Can Eurovision remain a platform for both established pop acts and experimental musicians, balancing mainstream appeal with artistic daring? And will the contest continue to embrace newcomers from beyond Europe's traditional borders, Australia, perhaps even nations in the Caucasus or North Africa? Yet amid all technological and political evolution, Eurovision's core remains unchanged. Once a modest gathering of 7 nations in Switzerland, now an annual celebration of song, spectacle, and solidarity. It reminds us that even when borders shift and alliances change, music can be a thread that ties disparate cultures together. Each May, when the camera pans across flags and smiling performers, viewers are reminded of a simple yet powerful idea, that in song, nations can meet on common ground, sharing hope, heartbreak, and the thrill of performance. And for a few glittering hours, Europe and the world beyond dances to the same beat.